This is The Wire, Season 1, Episode 5, titled The Pager. This is the theme of this episode, is how the police system really works, which is kind of a cool episode. So how the police force works. You basically, systematically, you track down leads, you investigate crime scenes, you look for clues, you look for sources. You have CIs, meaning you have snitches who work the street for you, who give you information that you don't know about because you're not on the street yourself. You try to get a guy like Omar, who's a quid pro quo, who's a guy who has the same enemy as yours, and basically give each other information because you have the same enemy. This is how the police force works. This is how basically criminals get tracked down, about how you keep the city safe. But of course, what it's basically saying is that in this episode is that the police force always gets in the way of the police force, which is the great riddle of our society. Just like the episode before where the desk is stuck in between the two doors because it's not going anywhere. It gets stuck in its own way. So, but at the same time, we learn about criminals too. Criminals expose themselves only in paybacks and violence. And if there's no paybacks and there's no violence, then basically they don't expose themselves and people just go on their merry way. If you look at white-collar crime, it's the same kind of analogy. They really don't get in violence, or you don't think they get violent, and they really don't have they keep their ego in check, generally speaking. So much white-collar crime gets unnoticed because they're not exposing themselves. And that's what a police force is about. It's about finding things that expose themselves. The CIs, the tracking down the leads, the clues in the crime scenes, and that's what police force is all about. That's my review.